Ian, tough conditions and tough opponents. Your summary of the 90, please.
Yeah, really tough afternoon for both sets of players. Conditions weren't ideal, that's for sure, for a free-flowing, silky game of football. So both teams dug in well. I felt really close game again. That's the fourth time we've played Ayr United now, and all the games really close, like the scoreline suggests. So really delighted to come out the right side of it. We had to work extremely hard for it though. We had to kind of play a game of two halves, as the old cliche goes, in terms of the way we managed the game. But yeah, I felt first half we were the dominant side. I felt we were really good actually. Best we played for a while in terms of getting the ball down and in the middle of the pitch, getting out wide and getting our high attacking wide players on the ball and creating a couple of opportunities. And Aidan Collins had a couple, very unfortunate. Good defending from Ayr United, and then Dylan scores a wonderful goal. Fantastic time to score for us. Second half again, it was a bit scrappy, a bit bitty. We limited Ayr to few chances. We didn't have many ourselves. Really disappointed with the goal we let in. Something that we discussed with the players after the game. We have to get better at next season. The small details, which can really help you through the season in terms of reducing the number of goals. But delighted with the boys. I thought they dug in incredibly well today. They showed good quality at times. They showed a fantastic mental attitude towards the game as well.
Yeah, and picking out some of those things as we always do. I felt that in the first half, it's always a moment of magic that would provide the breakthrough, and it was a quality strike. Stunning stuff by Dylan Easton on his birthday. Yeah, fitting. These things tend to happen in football in particular. I've talked about Dylan for on numerous times now for a couple of years, and I know Dylan very well as a person, as a player. Dylan's quality and ability is never in doubt. He loves football. He loves facing up players 1v1 and cutting in on his right side. But he is going on his left a lot more now, which is great to see. He's a player that everybody he gets people off their seat when he's in those positions. But he showed great quality, cutting in and putting the ball in the top corner to give us a fantastic foothold in the game. I felt we deserved it at that time. It was a really good goal. So delighted for Dylan, especially on his birthday as well, so he'll enjoy this evening. Exactly, yeah. And in the second half, it was great opportunism by Dylan again to anticipate that ball coming out, and the penalty was awarded. And for Jack, getting back on the score sheet again, a well taken penalty.
Yeah, Jack, it's a very hard job that we asked him to do today against two really big centre halves who go and aggressive against you. The conditions as well for playing up there as a lone striker, very difficult. I thought Sam supported him really well though at times as well, and I thought second half Jack played really well and took his penalty fantastically well. Jack's goal to game ratio is really high. People will be surprised. I think that's his 11th goal this season in 21 starts, I think it is. So that's pretty good going. There's a lot of improvement in Jack to come. We try and help him, we try and work with him and make him a better striker, but I'm really pleased with Jack. I'm pleased with all the guys, to be honest. I think they've all improved this season. They've all given everything. Like I said before the game to the players, let's go and try and play well today first and foremost. Let's try and get a performance in. Now we couldn't legislate for the conditions that we had to do it, and if the result doesn't go your way, then there's not a lot I can do. But in terms of work rate, commitment, attitude, like I keep going on about, I can't fault the players in any way for today's performance.
And then after taking that lead through Jack's penalty, and in the conditions that we faced, it was a bit of an onslaught for the rest of the second half, but a great defensive performance from the back four and the entire team.
Yeah, I thought we defended really well. It's hard conditions when you have the wind, and it's hard conditions when you're against the wind, but I felt we handled it pretty well. I felt we looked dangerous on the break as well. We were maybe a bit more direct than we normally are, or would normally like to be, but we felt it was probably that kind of game, that type of day, and we always look like we might get behind. Sam makes great runs. Sam is so valuable to us. He just nicks balls, and then when you have two subs coming on in the wide areas, and Callum Smith and Josh Mullen, especially Smithy with his legs, Smithy will run. He'll run himself into the ground, and I felt we got the park really well. I just felt we always looked that wee bit dangerous, but yeah, defensively I felt we were compact. I thought Sean Byrne and Ross Matthews, after about 10-15 minutes of the second half, started to get really tight together, nice and compact, which is what you want from your two holding midfielders. So overall, really good performance. Kevin's not had a lot to do. I think Logan Chalmers has a wee opportunity towards the end, very much like his goal, but apart from that, not much.
Exactly, yeah. We've got today out of the way. a win and 3 points. Looking to Tuesday, that's the next game in this intense 3-match home spell. I understand it's training tomorrow for the boys. No rest, no day off.
Yeah, we've got to be in. We've got to recover. It's a recovery day. We'll maybe top up a couple of lads who need it. But yeah, we look now towards Tuesday evening, another really big game for us in terms of where the league will go. We know what we have to do. I said my challenge to the players and to everybody is if we can go within 1 point with 4 games to go. Like I'll reiterate once again, we are very much in a title race. It's not about anything else. Our primary, or our first incentive, first and foremost though, is we can cement second place on Tuesday evening now. I think the players deserve a tremendous amount of credit, as does the whole football club actually, because it's a huge team effort, and somebody will tell me, but I don't know the last time that Raith finished in the top 2 in the championship. So that's our incentive, and then after that we look upwards and we go for it.
I think it's round about 11 years. 13 years.
So the boys deserve the plaudits that they're getting. When we lose games and there's bumps in the road, of course we're disappointed, but over the piece and to remain balanced, we're delighted with it. And it's going to be a very, very hard game on Tuesday evening, that's for sure. A team that we've found hard to play against causes a lot of problems, so we're going to have to be on it. We're going to have to play well, make sure our structure is really good, and then the quality hopefully shines. And
we saw a bit of it today. We saw how strong the bench was today. That indicates that you're going to need and you're going to want to use the entire squad in this intense spell and the games that follow.
Yeah, again, something I mentioned to the players, really happy with the response from the boys that weren't playing today. I think they look around the dressing room and realise what we're trying to do. The boys that came on, excellent. Like I said, maybe 7-8 weeks ago, that the finishing teams for me is equally as important as the starting team, and none more so than today. We're putting guys on that we feel that can get us over the line. Now it might be 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 2 minutes. It's a huge part of being in a good squad. Huge part of having the maturity and the ability to go and do that. So delighted with every single one of those guys in that dressing room. They've worked their socks off since day one of pre-season. There's still many games and minutes to go in this season, but we're in a really good place in terms of our health, in terms of injuries. Mentally, boys are ready, we're looking strong, we're looking fit, and we know we'll have quality.
Great. Well, for now, thanks Ian. Hope you savour that win. Enjoy the result, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.
Thank you. Cheers.